We'll get it in a second.
As a group, we need to go this way.
Couldn't agree more.
Stop.
Don't change the angle because you guys have to be facing them.
Sorry.
All right. All right. We have a big challenge here. Each team has gotten 1 point. We're playing to 2. This one's for all the marbles. Whoever gets this point wins immunity, and the other 2 teams go to tribal council. Survivors ready? Go!
Okay, so we swapped. A lot of my original tribe was not expecting it. I had a sneaking suspicion because I'm like, they're not gonna do what they did last year. Come on, y'all.
Hey. So about all that shit talk, right?
Yeah. Yeah, who's that who said they hated your hoedown? Not me.
So we don't really have a plan for it, so everybody's scattered. I did solidify a 5-person alliance in the last tribe with me, May, Savannah, Drew, and Zach, because we were gonna run the table. But now everyone's like split. I'm with May, and then I'm with Taylor, who I have a past connection with. So I think I'm hoping May doesn't flip and just vote both of us out, which could be a possibility depending on how she feels. But I feel pretty solid with this group and her. All the strength is on the other tribe. Please, like, I'm gonna have to carry the strength, and it's just like I can barely run up the damn hill. But all hope is not lost. I also wish I went around and searched for more keys. I think if we had 4 combined, like, we wouldn't have to worry, and we can do an extra vote to kind of get the numbers. But we only have 3, and we don't know how much they have. So right now, everybody's kind of just filling each other out, doing the whole, oh, how are you? How's this experience? But I know that once we lose, all of that's gonna go out the window. So hopefully we don't lose, because I'd like to keep the big smiles around for a little bit.
I'm actually kind of mad that we swapped because this morning on the way to the watering hole at Hospitalnam, I made a 4-person alliance with some of the people that I was talking to one-on-one. It was Zach, Savannah, me, and Joelle, who's over here. So I was like, oh, we're ready to ride this out. If we go to tribal council, like, we have it locked. So I felt a sense of safety this morning, and then we swapped. And my only saving grace is that all tribes were swapped evenly, 3-3. I was praying not to get swap screwed, I was like, I'm so glad I'm so glad I didn't get swap screwed, okay? I totally would have used that if the other people got swap screwed.
Drew, Taylor mentions no one got swap screwed because each team has 3 original blues and 3 original reds. How do you think that's going to play out moving forward?
Well, gee, we'll just have to see. I mean, that's great. We're glad to do it. I mean, it's 666, so it's mischief, right?
But as far as the players that are on our tribe, don't really think we have the most physical players, okay? Joelle and Taylor know each other. However, Joelle and I had one-on-ones. He offered me a final 2. We're part of the 4-person alliance, so I know he's good with me. Taylor and I kind of like casually talked, and we were like, shields need shields. So I'm assuming that's like a thing between us. So you just gotta have faith that us 3 aren't gonna be the one to flip. I'm hoping that because the blue members just went to tribal, they're gonna be a little scattered. I say this in the nicest and most respectful way possible, but Eleanor just has the biggest RBF I've ever, like, bigger than mine, and that's an accomplishment. So I don't know if I'm just like reading that the wrong way. I don't think we would get along in real life. I don't know if we're gonna get along in this game. I'm gonna keep an open mind.
I'm not a fan of the swap. I don't think my tribe is going to be very strong in the challenges. I'm worried about that. I think that me and Brittany are gonna do really well together, and Trace, because we have I just feel like we're gonna do better in the challenges than the other team. Maybe Taylor too. I like Taylor. She seems like she has more depth to her. Joel and May, I think, are gonna be very manipulative and try to play the game a lot more. So I really need to keep my eye out for them. I think we're gonna have fun together for the most part. I think it's gonna be fun, camp time and everything's gonna be fun. But when it comes to challenges, I'm just worried about those, because we had a very strong team before on the blue team, and I was really hoping to at least get paired with the people that I wanted to ally, which would have been Eric, Mariah, Jacob, I don't have those people, and Maggie even. So I'm just kind of worried about that. We'll see where it goes. Like I said, we're gonna have fun tonight, and we'll see in the challenges how we do. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay, so you just drew for a new boundary. You have a new bounty, a new personal tribe that is your bounty. What are your thoughts with that?
So my bounty is Taylor that I just drew, and like I said, I think that she has a lot more depth to her. I'm definitely not gonna let her know unless everyone else decides to like just shout it out to each other who each other's bounties are. I'm not gonna tell her. I know that she is definitely gonna play the game as well, but she's gonna be. I think that I can persuade her to work with me very easily. I think that she and I are super similar in like the chill, calm, cool aspect, especially when it comes to those challenges.
I was very happy to see that we both have 3 from our original tribes because I'm terrified of getting like in a minority and I have nothing to do. So being 3 and 3 is good. We also have 4 girls and 2 guys. So I've already been thinking a little bit. Worst comes to worst. And it also helps now that I have Trace as my bounty. I was thinking I could pretend to work with the 4 girls, and then me and May actually don't work with them. We work with Joelle and have the 3 of us vote for Trace so I can get a key or whatever happens. But that's kind of what I'm thinking in the back of my head. But I do think we have a good put together tribe, so I think we'll do pretty good in the challenges.
Yeah, so it was game point, and on the red team was, I always want to say Greg, but it's not Greg. Drew, Judge Drudy, Drew, Francis, and Savannah. And we wanted to bribe them with keys to say, hey, listen, if you fill the challenge, we'll give you some keys. And they're like, no. So it's like, okay, cool. And they lost. So it's like you lose and you don't get no keys. So sucks to suck.
Would you have really given me? That challenge was very fun. I know we were talking about yesterday our strengths, and tug of war was one of the ones I mentioned. So it was fun that we got to play that. I know there was like a little bit of strategy and physicality that helped us win, which is really good. Okay. So once we put our 3 strong people forward, and they won for us, we had just the 3 of us girls left, and it was kind of intimidating. And I know some of our own tribe mates were not the most confident that we were gonna win. And even during what we were pulling, May was like, should we go towards red? And I was like, no, we're so close. And then I ended up pulling backwards. I tried to like flop and reach back with my foot. I fell down, missed, and then I reached back again, and I finally got it, and that felt amazing. I know I felt like I would have been able to work something out if we did have to go to tribal, but I'm glad it didn't have to come to that, and it kind of solidified us as a group a little bit more, which is definitely good going forward.
My thoughts on the new tribe. I really like us. We all seem to have really strong skill sets. I think we're going to work well together as a team because there's some people good at puzzles, there's some good at endurance, and some people are really strong with like word puzzles. So we think we're going to do great in the challenge coming up. And everyone seems super nice and friendly, and we're just getting to know each other. So we will see how those bonds go moving forward.
And I really resonate with Trace. Actually, he was yelling and screaming at the first immunity challenge, and I was telling my other tribe this morning, I was like, that was me when I first started playing. Like, I got really into it. So I literally this morning said that like Trace was me, but a younger version. So I really like him. I get along with him. I'd like to keep him, but we'll see what happens.
My thoughts on my new team is, I mean, everybody seems to have a really good vibe, which I love that. I'm a little bit nervous about having May. I haven't got a real good feel for her yet, but I mean, I know she's just loud, and I just hope that like we can have a connection and everything, but she is a strong player. I can see that out the gate. But as far as this tribe, I'm just really hoping that we can come together and we can just plan, to be honest. So me, Ellie, and Brittany, we already talked before while they were changing into their new colors, and we basically said, like, let's stay true to each other and let's stay blue. I think the goal is to really try to persuade somebody to come with us so that if we do have to vote, then we do have more votes than they do. But yeah, I think that's like the the plan at this time, but we just don't know who's going to be vulnerable and come over to our side. So
I really want to keep working with Eleanor and Trace. I like them both. We both voted together in the last tribal council, so I feel like I can trust them and they're going to tell me the truth. We're hoping to pull someone in from the old red team and bring them to our side. I know that Trace had mentioned, is it Taylor? Is Taylor? So they were a little intimidated, so they were maybe thinking about going after her first to see if anyone else would be open from the old red tribe to join us on that vote. So we'll just have to see how the next challenge goes. Hopefully we won't have to vote anybody, and hopefully we can be strong and unified.
I'm excited to see like what happens because I have no clue with all the keys and the 3-3 deadlocks on both tribes of what will happen. I know Yellow is super pissed, as they should be, because they had it in the bag and we kind of colluded against them. But I mean, you can't really be mad. It's either you or me, you know? So, and like we played smarter and outboxed everybody, which is deserved.
Oh, I gotta show my battle wound. Sorry.
Yes.
Did you guys see my battle wound?
Hold on. Oh, wrong way.
From the rope. Yeah, you see that? I put the rope in my armpit to help us win. So, battle wounds.
So we just lost Tug of War, and part of me feels like gut punch because I won this one last year. I scored the first point in like a splits moment, so it was so cool for me. But I called it from the start. Whoever scores first, the other tribes will gang up, and it'll go to the 4th round. So how do we want to stack our teams? They have been pitching to us to like flip with them, want to work with them, be like trying to get them obviously on our side, the same that we're doing to them. But I had a candid conversation with Eric where we pretty much said, well, we're not voting together. There's probably a high likelihood that we won't be together on this vote, but we'll keep the lines of communication open, so sounds good for me.
So, personally, I feel like you, me, and a few other people who play a lot of these LRGs, if we turn on each other, is only going to end with all of us being out.
Suicidal?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is not what I would like to do.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know what everyone else is saying. I see myself just voting with the people that I came in here with just because it's such a short time, and I'm worried that if something crazy happens, like, I don't know, I just don't want to be that person to make that first move, you know?
But like, also, we were with these people for like a day. Like,
I
at
know.
the end of the day, like, if we stick on these tribe lines, like, it's not going to benefit us super long term, and the only thing that's like makes me a little bit worried about like if somebody from like Red were to go, like as much as like you and I would want to work together, I'd still feel like some part of me would be on the bottom, and it's like I wish we could just like get rid of the old tribes and be like, how can the 6 of us, like who would you want to work with in the 6 of us,
Right, individuals.
to play?
I think I've thought about it what little time we have, and I just don't really want to or see the benefit in lying about what I'm going to do this vote. And so we're probably, sounds like maybe not going to vote in the same line, but I do want to say I also agree with everything you're saying, and I do think it absolutely benefits me for you to still be here, and vice versa.
Yeah.
And that's as good of a foundation as any. So
yeah,
if we both survive this vote, then maybe we can have more time to talk, and I would actually really like to do that if we can.
Yeah.
Danny joins me in the Everglades, and we have probably the least important conversation in the entire game. It was absolutely worthless. I would have been better spent digging dirt out of my fingernails, or perhaps looking for more keys. But we basically say, it'd be good if you keep me, it'd be good if you keep you. No, Danny, it's not good if I keep you. I want you out of here. I think that Ryan's better for my game, and you probably think that I'm terrible for your game, and you're right. Look, why would I ever want to trust Danny? I was the last person they wanted to talk to, okay? Yeah, okay, Danny. Yeah, you really want to keep me in the game, sure.
I wasn't going to be voting for him this round since he has the advantage, but when it comes to picking between Mariah or Jacob, my decision is probably voting for Jacob. I feel good vibes with Mariah, and she says she wants to work with me. So I tried to pitch a 3-2-1 vote where me, Allison, and Mariah stick together as a new 3, ditch the old tribe lines, and vote off one of the boys. Then we stick together as our 3, and we can practically ride this to whatever the next swapper merges.
Is there any round where you, me, and Allison fuck these boys over in a 3-2-1 vote by getting them to like think we're doing tribal lines and the 3 of us come out as the like leaders?
3, 2, 1. Give me draw that.
So
for
here
me.
it is. You, me, Allison, the 3 on any of the boys. Then the 2 boys from your blue team will vote together, and Ryan will vote together. If I could be with you and Allison, and we can make this move now, then we don't have to worry about the tribe lines. We don't have to worry about the next person being picked off, because I don't want you to feel like, oh, come vote with Red, and then we promise you we won't vote out you or Eric next. Like, that's not what I want to do. If we can establish something new and I can show you some trust, then I think that would be a way to go.
You know, it's when you think it's this easy, it's usually not. But right about now, I'm gonna choose to trust what they said. I almost played my shot in the dark last round, and that would have been a big waste. So I'm gonna trust what's been said, and I'm actually glad we're in the tribal. Not glad we lost. I'm too competitive, but I need to know who's where. I mean, somebody has to flip because we're 3-3, right? I'm not going to flip, and for now, with the vote, I think we figured out who it's going to be.
Or did you, Eric and Jacob, like have a tentative plan yet?
No.
Because if anything, if it's not me, if it's not Danny, then maybe Danny can still do something.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yep. Yeah.
Like next time, or if we swap again.
Oh, this is a brutal one to lose because 2 tribes go to tribal. We're going first, and I just met my tribe. Just talked to Danny and Ryan for the first time in my life. So right now, the way I see it, this is a battle of which group of 3 won't crack. And my approach is I'm gonna bet that we won't crack. So there's really only one choice here. This vote is going to hinge on Allison.
This is going to be a big one. Yeah. But if, again, the 3 of us make it through it, me, you, and Jacob, we're probably going to have like 1 more challenge before swap, maybe 2. Either way, we're covered because I'm not that close with Mariah. Ryan, we could send.
And I feel like she likes me, and I feel like she likes you.
She really does like you. That was like the first thing she said to me was that she had a good conversation with you.
Okay. I am feeling in a cool position because I've never flipped before and I'm about to flip. I feel like Danny might also be on board with the flip, and if they're not, they will understand because I told them that for whatever reason Ryan did throw out my name, so I was nervous, whatever. But I would love to stick with Eric, Jacob, and Mariah. Additionally, Mariah, Danny, and myself. Also, Jacob, Eric, and myself. I feel very well insulated. I hope that doesn't come back to bite me, and like eventually they're like, okay, well, she's playing both sides, we gotta let her go. I think the only one who would be weary of that would be Mariah. I'm pretty positive that Eric and Jacob will stick with me.
I know you're going to be good here. This is why I really want to work with you, Allison, because you're good in these situations. And I feel like I can trust you to be a team player and someone who's going to be good at playing the game.
Why are you crying?
No, this is like what should happen to us.
I feel like the old blue tribe has been placating us, telling us all of the things we obviously do not want to hear about Ryan flipping. Allison's going to flip. Danny said Allison's name. Like, they've just said so much to us that just doesn't add up and isn't really like consistent with what we've been hearing from them.
Right.
They're fractured, dude. And we can use all this against them and keep telling them. We can like kind of rat them out to each other, you know?
Yeah.
And make them just really not trust each other. I think we've done good work.
Okay,
So Danny, there's a vote if we never talk again.
Yeah, I
And
don't
we gotta get Allison.
It makes me question a little bit.
Oh, he's nice.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about Ryan. It's literally just for this vote to make him comfortable.
Yeah. He has to like say that, right? He's not gonna say, I want to vote out of red this vote and I want to vote out of red next vote. He's gonna try to make it, we need to make him feel like there's a path for him.
Yeah, that's what that was.
You know?
Totally.
So just, one of us should probably talk to Ryan.
With the game, I am in a super sticky situation. Our tribe hasn't gone to tribal yet, so no one really has any trust built up. And now we're in the 3-3 split on our new tribe. And I'm willing to go to Rocks because I need to get some homies. So, like, I need people on my side. And I think both of those people have some better relationships on our original tribe than I do, and I would like to be a part of that. So I would like to go to Rocks right now, and that's what I've pitched to Danny and Allison. And then from what I've gathered from original Blue Tribe, they're saying the same thing, but they've been pulling some BS saying that all three of us have been saying each other's names, which I know I haven't. That could very well be the case. Been starting to get some inklings. I have it's so nerve-wracking potentially going to Rocks at the third vote op. Like, it's crazy. No, I mean, that's exactly it. I'm just looking to try and figure out a way to get numbers and keep my name out of the votes when we get to potential merge. So
I think I can
that's
longer.
That's the thing I'm trying to ponder, because it's like I show up like that, potentially sever all ties anyway, and then I'm on the bottom of an alliance anyway. It's like, I mean, you said you were working with Mariah prior.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get it, but like, I just like me seeing.
That doesn't mean I have
like a long-term game. Yeah.
That doesn't mean that you wouldn't be in the board.
Yeah.
I feel terrible. I feel absolutely horrible. I mean, losing the competition was worst case scenario. At least we're even 3-3 right now. I'm getting a lot of mixed answers from the other tribe on who they might prefer to keep or to boot. For me, I feel pretty confident in Mariah and Eric. This is a situation where I might do the extra vote just to stay safe. And hopefully the person that I think is getting the majority of votes from my people will, and we'll just be able to tag on one more vote to break the 3-3 tie. If not, we're hoping that Allison is going to flip. I've talked to Ryan, and so that means that Danny is our likely target.
I don't have an idol, but if I did, would you target me because you knew?
No. I would see that as a good thing.
Yeah, okay, good. I do have keys.
Do you?
Yeah.
Like, more than 2? Oh wow, dude, you find them? Like hidden somewhere?
Yeah, and I was able to, like, they're schools. And they're in burlap, so you'll be able to see the brown
burlap. Dude, thank you for telling me.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No, like, I mean, I really want to work closely with
Yeah.
you. And this is a tool for us right now. Like, these keys are tools to help us.
Yeah, if you're one off, I'll give you my key in a second, dude.
I have enough for an extra vote, so even if we had you and Allison, us three, if we stuck together, could have gained majority of the keys.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Do I play
Let's go.
tonight anyways, just to be extra safe? I'm thinking maybe.
I think maybe.
Because, like, this is such a
that's
pivotal
so interesting.
vote.
Yeah, it is.
So, going into this vote, I feel really good about Mariah. We're tight. Jacob, he's done a lot of work to make me trust him more. And the main thing he's done is tell me that he has 4 keys. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 keys. And that he's thinking about playing an extra vote. I think he should. I think that's a move. It's a safety policy. Incidentally, I'm walking down the path with Mariah, and what do I see on the ground before me but a little burlap sack with a key in it, just lying there. This is like the first time I've found something in forever. So cool. I have already given it away in the span of about 5 minutes because, You know, Jacob, we talked about it. He said he was thinking about putting 4 keys down on an extra vote. I feel like I'd be a bad Alliance member if I didn't at least offer 1 key for that, because at the time I had 1 key. So I gave it to him. He says he'll give it back if he doesn't use it. TBD. It's more important to build trust at this stage of the game. And if I didn't do that, then I feel like Jacob would trust me less. And this is all about trust, this vote. So may the most trustworthy trio win.
Okay. But that was what?
Who said that? Danny told you?
Mhm.
Probably lying, right? You're probably lying.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard
Something
to
fishy, right?
see what's going on
But-
their side. I think play the extra vote tonight to be sure.
I think that's probably a good idea. I'll give you a cue for
And
sure.
the only thing is, if we're able to make it past this vote without it, then we have like a potential idol to be able to play with us.
Yeah, so I was trying to build some further rapport with Allison and talk about the plan of what we got, and do not think she will do this, but I thought about me, Danny, and Allison working together to combine our keys to get an extra vote. We only had 3, so me and Allison went to look. She found the key right in front of my face. I was looking at it, tied on a log, grabbed it, happy for her, go ahead, get the key. I do not think she would use it in an extra vote scenario. And just to build some form of trust, I told her that I wouldn't tell anybody that she has the extra key. So in the event that we do go to Rocks, she can still trust me.
And then Ryan and I were walking around after talking, like, did you find anything? Did you find anything? So I found this in front of him. I told him not to tell anybody. I don't know if he will tell anybody. I wish I knew who had my bounty, because if it was Ryan, that would really suck. Because he would probably vote for me. But congratulations! You may turn this note into a member of production to receive a safety key. Yeah, I feel like I'm actually like doing new things this go around in Bloomington, so I hope I can keep it up. Initially when Ryan and Danny and I were talking, Ryan kind of threw out the idea if we found a key that the 4 of us could use our keys to get an extra vote. I could get Ryan and Danny to give me their keys and think that I will use the 4 keys to get an extra vote and vote Ryan out. That's a mischief maker move. Oh my gosh, if Allison does that, I could even... Oh my gosh, I could do this. Ooh, that would be cool. And then if we voted out Ryan, then I would have 3 keys. I would give Danny's back. Okay,
Ryan's a really likable guy. He's gotten off to a good start, asking a lot of questions about me. He's a good talker. He's played 2 of these before. That's a scary guy because he's athletic, he's soft-spoken, you know, he's not going to bring attention to himself, something I don't know anything about.
It's either going to be 2 scenarios, a split on me and Danny, or a split on me and Jacob. And just, I don't know, just getting some spider sense tingling a little bit, and I don't think it's gonna be I would be shocked, actually, if it does go to Rocks. But, you know, it's part of the game. You gotta take a risk, get some allies, see what happens from there.
This is going to be a game of chicken of which tribe wants to give up the lead first. I'm hoping that Mariah jumps to us, and I will stick to my word, girl. It'll be you, me, and Allison towards this merge. There's just so many added layers that make this very complex, and we're 2 days in, going to the second tribal council, and possibly talking about drawing rocks, so wish me luck.
So the question for me in this group is Danny or Ryan? Danny or Ryan? I can see pros and cons to each. Which name are we going to land on? Will they predict it? Will they outmaneuver us? Do I actually have the numbers? Why am I here in the first place in 90 degrees in Bloomington? We'll find out at Tribal Council. I should probably talk to my tribe. I'm going to talk to my tribe. I'm going to...
right, here we are at another tribal council. First thing I notice, walking in, you all seem to be working on your puzzle
We are not
lockbox.
stopping.
Allison, talk to me about that. How badly do you all want it?
Very badly. I mean, this is Eric's, but I was working on Drew's all night. A lot of us were, but I just couldn't keep my hands off of it. I wanted to, without any clues, just try to get it. Now, with Eric's second clue, we have the first two letters. So
Our second clue.
yes, I'm just going through the alphabet. Sorry, I will be looking down this tribal. Yep.
So Eric, talk to me about that challenge and how badly maybe you did want that challenge advantage.
The challenge advantage? We could have used it for sure. That was a hard challenge, man. Tug of war in this heat, 3 teams, there's a little bit of strategy involved. I know our first group we sent out absolutely would have won if it was one-on-one. And the other teams did exactly what they should have done and ganged up on us. It was like, yep, you got it. So we could have used an advantage for sure in that one.
So Mariah, how much does like challenge performance or challenge strength come into consideration in a group of 6 like this moving forward?
For me, it's about trust. It's not about challenge performance for me.
Ryan, this is your first time at Tribal Council here in Surviving Bloomington.
It is.
You've been safe for over a day and a half now since we've been here. How are you feeling? Are you feeling nervous? Do you feel good in this group, or what's going on?
I mean, whenever you come to your first tribal council, you're going to have some sort of nerves. Just never had anything officially drawn in the line with putting pen to paper, so you always get a little bit of butterflies out there, but you never know what's going to happen. We'll see.
Danny, what was life like back at camp after the challenge as opposed to before the challenge?
Yeah, definitely different vibes when we got back to camp after losing. I think that's kind of when the game began for our tribe. It was a little double dating scenario where people would go off and have their one-on-one chats with people and then recheck in with others. And there's obviously the 3 original blue and 3 original red on each tribe. So those dynamics came up. Other people talked. I think for the most part, if everyone here has talked with everybody at least twice.
So Jacob, Danny mentions that there were 3 original reds, 3 original blues, and all of the groups now. Do you foresee that people are going to stay to their original lines? Are you trying to think about what other groups are going to potentially be doing, or are you only focusing on this group and seeing how to move forward here?
I am only thinking about right now mostly, but I do think that voting blocks will be more of the future, where there's going to be a lot less original tribal lines working together, and there's going to be a lot more swap tribes working together, and other numbers that have to form for each different vote.
So Eric, Jacob mentions voting blocks, and my understanding of voting blocks are kind of, the game is fluid, like you'll work with these people one time and these people another time. Is that something that you foresee happening in this game, or do you think there might be more steady alliances moving forward?
Casey, I think the alliance is an underrated concept in Survivor these days. I think there's something to the idea of sticking with people in this game. But I think Jacob's right. If the game keeps switching and moving around, then there have to be new voting blocks forming each round. So it depends on how much the tribes shake up. That's my answer.
Allison, how much do advantages come into consideration in a group like this, whether it be safety keys, whether it be people trying to collect bounties, or whether it be people wanting to get some power with the power of mischief?
Personally, I don't know if anybody is super focused on bounties. I feel like if it happens to be the vote and that's your bounty, you kind of luck out. And key-wise, we were all just looking on our way up here. But you never know what somebody has in their pocket.
Mariah, Allison says you all were just looking, so is it just known in this group, hey, we're all allowed to go around, or what's going on?
I think so. I mean, I don't think we're kind of hiding that we're looking. I think if people are smart, they've probably hidden what they found, which is fair. It's game. Yeah, we should all be looking.
All right. Is there anything anyone else wants to say before we get to the vote?
You want to give us another clue?
If you lose the next challenge.
No.
We're good with the BE.
Yeah.
All right. With that, we will get to the vote. We'll start with Jacob and we'll zigzag through. Nothing. All right. The votes have been cast. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. If you have a hidden immunity idol and you wish to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Are we good?
If everyone votes the way that they told me that they would, everything should be okay. But my insurance policy is my shot in the dark, and I'm going to use it now.
All right. Jacob has turned in 4 safety keys. He gets to choose 4 pieces of paper. The way this works is he will touch the piece of paper. Whenever you touch it, it is locked in. I will hold it, and then once I have all 4 of them, I will reveal them one at a time. And this one. All right, you can go back to your seat. So Jacob played 4 safety keys. For his first key, Jacob is not safe. For his second key, not safe. For his third key, not safe. With Jacob's last key, he is safe. Any votes cast for Jacob this round will not count. All right, the votes have been cast. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. Any votes cast for Jacob will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote, Jacob, does not count. Second vote, Jacob, does not count. Third vote, Ryan. The third person voted out of surviving Bloomington mischief makers, Ryan.
Spicy, y'all.
Sorry, Rob.
Have a play, dude.
Stuff happens sometimes.
Two
Good
is
luck,
enough. You
y'all.
can bring me your
Hope y'all
torch.
Go far, have fun. It's fun playing with you.
Good man.
I hope I don't come back from the dead.
I hope you beat Gibble. For what it's worth.
Me too.
Ryan, you will have a chance to re-enter this game.
Hell yeah.
You can grab your stuff and head on to Redemption Island.
Peace, y'all. I appreciate it, y'all. Appreciate it, y'all.
All right. Well, after a successful safety key play and a divided vote, it seems that you five are anything but united. You have a lot to talk about. You can grab your torches and head on out.
Spinning that wheel.
I am not feeling safe right now. I know that the votes are between me and Ryan. So I think it's in my interest to just go ahead and play my shots in the dark and not bank on my allies saving me here. From what I know, the target is Ryan. I expect Eric, Allison, and Mariah to vote with me. This is just my insurance policy. We should still have 3-2, even if I miss. Hopefully, I don't miss.
It's a blank space, baby. Now write your name. My fate in this game is in the hands of you, Allison. I hope we can build some trust.
Jacob, he told me that you're really into gemstone mining, and I heard that Redemption Island has great gemstones. One more quick geology fact before I go. Or should I say before you go? Diamonds don't crack under pressure, but you did. Good luck.
Please fold, Allison. Please fold. Please, please, please. Crumble, crumble, crumble. Oh.
Alright, Ryan, I'm voting for you. Tried to work with you. I just don't think we had enough time to get communication going. Seemed like a really nice young man. But I need to go with the numbers and with the people that I've worked with before. Oh, sorry.
I told Ryan and Danny that I will be using these 4 keys to put an extra vote on Jacob, which I will not be doing. I am going to apologize profusely to Danny. I hope you understand. Okay.
initially in our red tribe, I really did vie with you, want to work with you, and then just over here, you said you needed a ride or die. I did want that to be you. However, I just am jumping at the opportunity to actually work with Eric and Jacob and have a possibility of sticking with Mariah and Danny. After this vote, they're gonna know that I'm in the middle. I don't know what I'm gonna do, so I hope that we win the next tribal, but Ryan, I'm so sorry. You're probably gonna win Redemption Island, then you come back and maybe we can work together again. Oh my gosh, I made a move. That's pretty cool. Okay.